so we did it, and we played like one festival, and then the pandemic happened. And I thought, I like this sound like this isn't like some like way to tell a really great story. I really thought that like I had basically just pissed $80,000 away, and I was gonna have to release it on YouTube. And then finally, like during the pandemic, at the one festival we played, there was a representative from Dread Presents or Epic Pictures that was there and had seen it and liked it, and he just kind of like we met very briefly during this like reception at it was Panic Fest, this Kansas City festival, and then like I would say like 4 or 5 months after that fest, after the pandemic had started, this guy like reached out to me and was like, "Hey, like, what's your plan for Peckerhead?" And I was like, we don't have one. We released it during the pandemic, and the reception it got was crazy. I mean, like, even though there's only 20 reviews, to get 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, to have like a ton of like just kids reaching out saying that like it's their favorite punk rock horror movie. And then, the Jeffrey Dean Morgan like DMing me, and like, he was really instrumental in getting Shudder to kind of, fund and make and help make the movie with us. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
really?
yeah,
He reached out to you.
he DM'd me on Twitter.
Wow, I was wondering how that connection happened.
Yeah, he watched it during the pandemic, showed it to his wife, Hilarie Burton, and they reached out to me and they were like, "What?" I'd been talking to a few like producers and stuff, but nothing was really coming to fruition. It was still during the pandemic. It was still within like the first year. And they were like, "Hey, do you have scripts?" I sent them 3 scripts. They liked a couple of them. They signed me to a first look deal for free. I mean, I gave them my scripts to shop around for a year for free. And Shutter, like within a year of them contacting me, Shutter had said, we're interested in, developing this out into, possibly greenlighting it. So then it took like another like year and a half before we really like, got the official green light. Like I took a leave from my job. But yeah, it was him. Like he basically, I mean, I'm sure he used his celebrity to like, I don't think they would just off of, Uncle Peckerhead, give me money to make a movie. So it was really him kind of, getting behind it. And that's how, I think they did it. I think part of the reason why we got it made is if he did like an extended cameo, like he is in the beginning. So that was yeah, that was like the thing.
That's why. Do you know how he found it? He just.
I mean, so this is, I mean, I don't want to speak for him, but from what I remember, from what I understand, because I thought when they first contacted me, I thought it was a catfish. I thought it wasn't real. Like I saw the blue check because they DM me on Twitter, and I saw the blue check, and I was like, I have to be like, there has to be something up. There's no way that this person's reaching out to me. Um, but yeah, I mean, like from what I understand, that obviously he wasn't working because it was the first few months of the pandemic, and he just watches movies. Like he just like he'll just kind of like stay. I think he's a bit of a night owl and just like would stay up all night and like watch like 2 or 3 movies a night. And he happened upon Uncle Peckerhead. I think he just rented a bunch of movies that week or whatever. Happened upon Uncle Peckerhead, and he's like, I mean, it's really kind of like so strange because he's so tickled by that movie. He said it was like one of his favorite movies he had seen in like years. And he really loved, I'm talking about it myself, but he like really liked kind of the voice and the style that we had. And he also like realized from, obviously making movies like that, we did it on a micro budget, and what we were able to do with like no money and a reasonably small cast. Yeah, he just like really kind of believed in it, and I think they really liked the Bloody Axe Wound script when I sent it to them.
That's that's a cool story. I just want to give that the time. That's a cool story because I didn't know about that.